Everybody, it's Marcia, also known as Teach Me to Dance Again. We're going to work out today at home, and I work out at home quite a bit, as you might have noticed from videos. And I work out anywhere. I work out at the park, outside, in the driveway, anywhere at all. And I have a lot of people who know me personally who come up and um, they've seen me transform, and as a spectator of my journey, they want to know, exactly what I do to get these results. Now, I did some talking in um, a two-part video called My Fitness Hustle, and hopefully people will watch that and get kind of like an insider look on some of my thinking, because I think that's the biggest part of change is your thinking. So I am going to focus on just the workout in this video and not spend time talking. I want to give a shout out to Sierra Gamble again for allowing me to use her music in the background. And please check her out. She has her own channel. She's an amazing, talented artist and vocalist and more. Find her on Facebook, like all her stuff. And so I am going to put on one of her singles called "Put in Work," because I think that's what it's all about. It's all about putting in work. So let's get to it. This is called "Do Anything You Want" workout. I like to warm up no matter what.
Single, sexy, independent. That's the life that I'm living. Ain't got time for no haters. Tell them bro, see you later. Go hard for mine, best believe it. Ain't no reason for competing. I be on my shit, ain't got time for no fake ass shit. I'ma keep it real, keep it 100. Never see me coming, keep it guessing. Breaking them necks all the time. Got your man waiting in line. Counting my money and spending my money, yeah, you know I be on my grind. I know you see it. You know I mean it. Because I put in work. I put in work. I put in work. Put in work. I go hard for mine. I go hard for mine. I put in work. I put in work. I put in work. Put in work. I go hard for mine.
Stop. I gotta put on the rest of my gear. Because once I get going, I don't want to stop to have to put the gear on. So, let's do that. I like using whatever's gonna help me not get injured. And I do this based on what I might want to do in the workout. And I think I'm going to be on my knees, so I'm going to protect my kneecaps and everything. This helps me not need to get props out. I have them, but sometimes it's just easier if the props are on you, and then you can move around and not have to just change your technique based on the props itself. So modify however you need to. Knees hurt when you put pressure on them, so I'm going to put on my ankle support. As you can see, I've had on some of it. I need to just this is real, not staged. So I got both ankles good, kneecaps are great, my sore arm. Something's going on right here. It's almost all better now, but I think just maybe overuse and the intensity of how I was using it. I'm so proud of myself. And you should be able to say that too. Whatever your gains are, whatever your improvements are, you should be able to look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm proud. And whatever your mental process is to be proud of yourself, stick with that. Now, as far as I'm concerned, when I used to sit like this, just to be able to sit like this, I just had like this amazing abdomen. And I avoid speaking about myself in negative terms. And since I'm still talking, I am going to continue doing something before I actually get into the workout and go back to where we started. But yeah, to have on something like this, I would not let you see me on the floor, because the way I'm short-waisted and my body would contract and whatever. But now when I contract, I don't have like this amazing loaf, you know. I have phantom fat though. That's how come I could do this, and it seemed like I know nothing's there, but this is where I used to be. I remember this. This was the exact breath of it, and it would just be like. So I get that, and so when you have your abdomen here and do something like this, it's just this used to be as far up, and it was just a lot of compression. So, this is like amazing progress for me to even have this range of motion, to be able to hug my legs in like that. So let's get back to the standing part now that I can be on my knees and everything. Let's do it. We'll get Sierra's music back on. Take 2. Warming up.
Single, sexy, independent. That's the life that I'm living. Ain't got time for no haters. Tell them broad, see you later. Go hard for mine, best believe it. Ain't no reason for competing. I be on my shit, ain't got time for no fake ass shit. I'ma keep it real, keep it 100. Never see me come and keep it guessing. Breaking them necks all the time. Got your man waiting in line.
This is called
Counting my money and spending my money.
Do Anything
yeah, you know
You
I
Want
be on my
Workout.
grind. I know
So,
you see it.
I'm just kind of assessing as I go.
You know I mean it.
Where do I feel like I need to stretch?
I put in work. I put in work.
This is a twerk-free video. Even though I know that seems to be the rave. That's not from my generation. I don't know what people were doing. That video was twerking. That's why. I guess they were doing the wine. That was kind of like the dirty dance song that I was doing. So whining. So I guess this generation has some kind of dancing.
I see it, it's lights, camera, action. All these lights flashing.
So this is
Instagram
helping
tagging. Trending
me
on
to
my
just
fashion.
stretch and
I
open up the
make
chest.
this look easy. Baby,
And bring
please
a little bit
believe me.
more
I'm a
energy
chick
and
that stay
warmth
up on
into
the
the body.
grind. They say I'm made for TV, like I'm in a movie. You could say I do this all the time. I'll be turning it up to the max. Trying to get all of these racks. Feeling good, just like I know I should. I'm saying them facts.
Don't think you
I
have
know
to.
you see it.
This is Do Anything You Want Workout.
You best
If
believe
you want
it.
to shake it up more,
Because
you need to run in place and jump up and down and everything. I need to work. I don't feel good, so I'm not going to do it. And that's the thing. You have to figure it out for yourself. But keep going.
put in
stretch.
work. I put in work. I say, ladies, if you feel me, if you're getting money to the ceiling, just say, I put in work. 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 Put in work. I go hard for mine. I go hard for mine. I put in work. I put in work. I put in work. Put in work. I go hard for mine. I go hard for mine.
Squats help. And do whatever your knees need you to do. Some people have natural turnout and they have other kinds of things going on. So you have to figure out what your hips need to do to have a safe squat position of your feet. Because for some people, putting the feet forward turns the hip girdle in a position that makes a squat a very risky exercise. So this kind of squatting I'll do. And I do a combination of turning the feet in and turning the feet out. For some reason, I have a really hard time keeping my feet flat. If I don't spread my feet hip widths apart or more, the heels have to come up. So like from here, just to even bend the knees, my heels are already raising up. A wider stance, I can then squat, and it could be the proportion of my thigh to leg. I don't know. I'm sure there's some science on it, science and physics, but yeah, you can do all sorts of things. Whatever you need. Some people do those burpees all the time. Those burpees are M100s or whatever. Those are great. You didn't think I'd say that, did you? I do think they're great. And here's a modified version. Of, it is definitely not a burpee like you would expect. And you can just step through it. Same. Sometimes if you're not powering through everything, you get stronger because you're making your muscle have to work to hold the posture. So let's try some of these other things I have here. Now, I was unable to mount this. It can be mounted for pull-ups. That was kind of what I thought would be a neat thing to be able to do. But I find myself having to do something else with it. sometimes I practice handstand kickups. I don't think I'm going to do that today because I'm just too congested to have my head down. And I don't want to lose my balance because I'm dizzy or I just can't breathe. So that's a consideration. You need to be able to breathe. But yeah, you can do your push-ups. Like this. Notice that I'm only doing a couple of things. I don't max out. I'm not a repper. You know, this is, again, what I'm going to call the do anything you feel like doing workout any way you want it, and you'll get there. So I've gotten really good results just being easy with myself, meaning that I know if I push to do something I hate, I'm not going to do it again, first of all. If I do manage to suffer through it, I won't do it again. And the other thing I won't do is I won't want to do it at all. And then that leads to other bad habits. It's bad for me right now with my sinuses, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I like the ball a lot. One of my favorite stretches. So proud of myself for so much change. One of my favorite stretches is this one. Just want to stretch out. And you activate your abs. Compound exercise is always the best. You want muscle confusion. That's my rule of thumb for my workouts. If you are just in the fat burning phase, a lot of this stuff, you're not going to really notice how it's helping you yet. Not for a while. I remember I used to do stuff and be like, oh, I don't know if it's for me or not. Sometimes it is, but you're just not ready for it. Or you're just going too fast and you're expecting immediate results. So you can't expect immediate results. Like I say in my other video, I've been doing this for like 12 years. 12. And my first goal was a really funny goal. You know, I used to just want to drop sizes. I was like, you know, I just need to stop being in the double digits. If I get out of the double digits, I mean, I didn't have any other criteria, just size. If I get out of the double digits, then I'm good. Because then I can actually shop for clothes. It's going to help open up the hip. Also, my knee feels funny. I don't know why. I think I need a chiropractor to align something. Sometimes you get tightness in one area, it pulls things out of whack. And I want to talk a little bit about that because nobody's talking about self-care. People are getting hurt and then they're getting setbacks or they're not getting the results they want because they're compensating for the places that are kind of messed up. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Now I'm pretty flexible, especially for this fitness level. My flexibility is still pretty good. For somebody that I would consider in my category for fitness, a lot of times athletes and stuff get stiff. They don't have the flexibility that I have at this level. So, again, I want to just say I'm proud of myself. Look at that. Instead of like that glob. So, it didn't happen overnight. It took me 12 years to get to this point. 12. And normally, when you see me do my workouts, I wear a lot of clothes. But just for the sake of showing my results, sometimes people need to see what's possible. What's possible. Everybody sees these people, and the people are ripped to high heaven, and they always have their clothes off and stuff. And when you're overweight and stuff, you see it, and you don't really see how that applies to you. And sometimes you just sort of feel like you don't want to see that. I know I used to feel like, give me a break. Those were my exact thoughts when I would see people. I'd be like all layered up at yoga class, and people come in like this to do yoga, and I'm kind of like, okay, I don't want to sit next to you. You make me look worse. I'm doing good. I felt good about myself coming in. I was able to fit into my long fitness pants, and I was able to fit into my t-shirt. I used to do the whole tight t-shirt thing, but you just have to have faith in yourself and keep going. When I say you have to keep going, you just have to keep going. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You just have to. Do the 1 minute challenge. Just be like, I don't want to do anything today. I hate this. Or, just do 1 minute. Anything. Jump rope, mountain climbers, sit-ups, dips, push-ups, stretching. Do this for 1 minute. Just sit there. Just sit for 1 minute. Do this for 1 minute. Do Baddha Konasana. Do it. And if there's some people are like, I can never flex my knees like that. Okay, then don't. Do it this way. Sit on top of something. Sit up on something, and I don't have. Let me go get a block. I'll show you. Sit on something. Sit on your blocks. Sit on 2 blocks. Sometimes that's what it takes, Sit on 2 blocks. 1 block. I remember thinking, how am I sit on that 1 little block? And this tilts the hip girdle. Now, I want to be clear. If you're a weightlifter, some of what I'm saying is not what techniques and stuff you need in order to lift your weight safely. I am not giving that type of consideration, because I'm not a lifter. I do body weight. That's it. And try it that way. Just don't give up. Do plank. That's a good one. I used to think plank was impossible. I used to think table. This is table. Look, this is table. And I used to be shaking. See how I could put my feet down? I couldn't do that. So I'd be up on my toes. Then my toes would cramp too. I'd get pain in my shoulders. My back, I don't know why, my back would hurt. My abs would hurt. Everything would be hurting. Do this for 1 minute. Activating core. Don't go like this. Go like this. Pull your core in. Have a nice flat back. Be lengthened and pulled up. And if you need to put your feet up all together, mean, I remember a time where I had sprained my ankle and I could not put pressure on that thing at all. So I used to do all kind of creative stuff. So I'd have this, or sometimes I'd just have the bad one on the block, and I'd have it up like this because I had a brace on. So I'd have all this. You know, do what you gotta do. Your ankle hurts, don't put your foot down. I could not do this when my ankle was sprained at all. Oh, like this, forget it. Like this, no, that put pressure on it. Hurt like all get out. Put the block right here. The brace was there. It didn't touch anything tender. And I could do what I had to do. That's table. You do knee down plank. Just do this one. You know, I hate push-ups. They hurt. They hurt my shoulders. I couldn't do them at all. Let's see if I can do one. Not really. Not really. I'm not good at that. It burns the shoulders. My shoulders were bad. And I protect them. So, I still get results though. Like I said, sprained ankle and whatnot, this, I had to come up with something different. Hold your plank. Do this plank. Do the lower one. Really lengthen out. Do this one with your knees down too. I mean, alright. One last thing I think I'll share. Oh, you're probably wondering what these are. These are carpet sliders. These are a lot of fun. You can just do all sorts of things. Wax on, wax off. Like this. Clean the floors around the house. These are fun for mountain climbing too. When I learned how to use these at the gymnastics gym, I had an Olympic trainer. Now, mind you, I could already do mountain climbers, so they weren't all that challenging this way. But if you want to just do something different, these are fun. These are fun. And so he had me kind of just doing stuff to the side, like that, to mix it up. Alright, let's see what else. I want to do this resistance band thing. Let me try this.